Today, we have a highly requested film reaction. We're going to be looking over Nebraska's brand new in-state linebacker commit, Jase Reynolds, and we're going to see what we have in store for the next 3 to 4 years as a Husker black shirt. This is going to be a very honest video. I'm not sure what we have in store. I'm going to go over the pros from what we're going to about to watch, the cons, the things he needs to work on, but most importantly, the stuff that we are super excited to see as a Husker. So before we get into all of it, this is going to be a fun film reaction. Hit that like button if you're fired up. And really quick, if you're a diehard Nebraska fan and you're unsubscribed, what are you waiting for? It takes 2 seconds. It would make my day. Please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. But without further ado, let's get into it looking over Jase Reynolds, Nebraska's brand new 3-star linebacker commit coming out of Elkhorn North, somebody that the coaching staff genuinely believes is a complete hidden gem. You look at his recruiting profile, and it obviously doesn't blow you away. He's a 3-star recruit, very low. He's a kid coming out of Omaha, Nebraska. Not a lot of good offers here. Only offers from Northwestern, Kansas State, Air Force, a couple others scattered there. So the offer list isn't great. The measurables aren't phenomenal. Only 6'3", 200 pounds. But it should be noted that Nebraska, they only offered 3 in-state players this entire class. This is one of the better in-state Nebraska class we've seen in a long time, and they only offered 3 of them. And Jase Reynolds was one of those guys, so they believe he is a hidden gem. Last year for Elkhorn North, he had 91 total tackles on the year, 8 passes defended, 2 TFLs. So let's just get things going. Let's see what we have in store. And one of the reasons why Nebraska, they genuinely believe they have a guy with high upside is because of his raw athleticism, right? He's only about 6'3", but he runs a legit 4.5 40 time, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you just see that on the first play, right? The absolute burst there, got in the backfield in a split second. Like, they believe while he might not be the most polished player in the world, he might not have the most muscle in the world as of right now, with his upside, with his speed, with his ball instincts, I think he could sit on the bench for maybe 2-3 years, and then by the time he gets on the field, with his speed, he's going to be one of the better players in the Big Ten. So hopefully we can see that throughout his film. Right there, coming off the edge. Can you see the speed? All right, wraps him up. Not bad. Okay. Playing now against the Ralston Rams. Best color scheme in all of Class B football, Ralston. Gets inside the backfield real quick. Or excuse me, not. Oh, that was him actually in the secondary. Nice play there. We'll see if he has more highlights in pass coverage. That's something I really want to see. Okay, nice little swim move. Gets to the quarterback. Oh, yeah, forced interception. There we go. Okay, but I mean, it's tough to say, though, because he was unblocked, right? It was pretty easy to get to the quarterback when nobody's going after you. All right, once again, nice play there in pass coverage. You like to see those highlights here because usually when you're evaluating linebackers, you see a lot of the sacks, you see a lot of the plays in the running game where you're going in between the gaps, stuffing a running back, but you don't usually see these plays in zone coverage, in the flat over the middle of the field. So hopefully you get to see more of that. Not terrible, not bad at all, really, to get things going here. Again, nice ball instincts, right? I mean, he always knows what the quarterback is, puts his hands up. Seen that a couple times here. There you go. Nice play. I will say this. The stats aren't phenomenal. Right? Only 2 TFLs on the year is definitely a little bit of a concern. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but if you're playing Class B football and you're a Nebraska commit, I would like you to have around 10, 15 TFLs in the entire year, right? So obviously he's getting a lot of pressure and he has a lot of tackles on the year, but the TFLs from a statistics standpoint, not awesome. And again, make sure to stick around for the entire video because at the end of the video, we'll go over the pros, the cons, everything, my evaluation, what you can expect from him around his Nebraska career. Okay. And he's not, I will say this, he's not like an incredibly physical tackler. He's not a guy where, he's run downhill and he's going to lay the absolute boom on you. But he definitely is very secure, right? Like again, he'll wrap you down, but he's not going to lay the hit stick. Yeah, a lot of these plays, I mean, he's kind of just unblocked, right? Like, that's not a knock on him. Like, take advantage of when you're unblocked, but it's not like he's necessarily making a nice swim move, making a nice bull rush to get to a quarterback. Nice tackle in space. Okay, again, nice covering. He's decent in man coverage. Again, he has nice instincts down the field. So, I think while Nebraska maybe is recruiting him to play Jack, right off the bat, I think he's honestly a middle linebacker. I hope that's what they're actually recruiting him to play because he's pretty good in coverage. He's one of the better in-state linebackers I've seen in a long time in coverage. Okay. Again, not a guy who's necessarily, he's not super powerful, doesn't have great pursuit angles, but he's a solid tackler. He does look very undersized. Okay, probably only 200, maybe 185, 190 in these clips. He needs. I'm hoping going into his senior year he gets up about 210. Like he needs to put on a lot of weight, a lot of weight. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, again, it kind of exemplifies my point right there, right? Like he had a golden opportunity to lay the boom on this guy to, I mean, let him know, like, hey, I'm here, I'm gonna kill you, basically. And although he tackled him, he's very again very secure tackler. This could have been that one moment where he just hit stick him and he just didn't, right? So, well, that's kind of a pro and a con in and of itself. Like, very secure tackler is a good thing, but as a linebacker who's committed to Nebraska, you might want to, again, you kind of want to be an enforcer, right? Especially as a middle linebacker. Like, I want to lay the boom on you. I want to make you know. That was a nice little wrap up. There you go. That might get called in the NFL as a hip drop, though. That's a story for another day. What are they playing here? What field is that? I don't even know where he's at in this one. I totally lost him on that play. All right. Wide receiver highlights. Oh, let's watch a couple. Let's see if he's a ball out wide receiver. Maybe he's a dual. He can play on offense as well. Let's see what we got here. Okay, you see the speed there. See the speed. Not the greatest catch in the world. It looked like me out there a little bit. No, I'm kidding. I'm hating a little bit. No, I generally am kind of impressed by his film. We'll talk about it in a second here. Okay, break that tackle, young man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Move the pile. Okay. Okay. All right, one more and then we'll go over my final takes, pros and cons. He looks bigger than 6'2". I will say that. Like, he moves well. I think he's probably 6'3", 6'4". Like, he looks like a bigger guy. A little slip screen against Ralston. Oh, man, you don't have to do the Rams like that. Oh, yeah. Well, it's a little juke. Okay. Not bad, not bad. All right. Let's go over the pros and cons, what we just watched, my honest opinions. I mean, there were some pros and cons. I think my evaluation when he initially committed to Nebraska probably still stands. He's a very raw prospect. I see the upside. I really genuinely do. Like, again, he has some great speed on him. He has a really good burst. I think the thing that I'm honestly most impressed with about his film is his eyes, his vision. I'm genuinely impressed with his vision. I have not seen that from some other linebacker commits from Nebraska in the past. Like, he's very good in pass coverage. A couple plays there where he just deflected balls that weren't even in his zone, but he read the quarterback's eyes and made some good plays there. Obviously, you kind of want to see those turn into interceptions in the future, but he's a guy who is a pretty good athlete, obviously runs a great 40 time, has some good length on him. So I definitely see the upside of Jase Reynolds. Now, again, not an explosive tackler, right? Doesn't lay the boom on you. He's probably a pretty secure tackler, but he's just not incredibly physical. So hopefully he can continue to put on weight. Again, he's very underweight right now at only about 200. Hopefully he can get up to 210, 215 when he gets on campus. Not the greatest pass rush in the world. I'm not sure if we're going to be asking him to do that for Nebraska. Probably going to be mostly an inside linebacker, but this is somebody who, honestly, I think is a low floor, high ceiling type of guy. Right? Like, the floor is he just never plays, right? The ceiling is he might not play for a couple of years, but he'll show up in year 4 and be a really, really productive player for Nebraska. Like, that's the ceiling. So we'll see with Jase Reynolds, but I will say this: I do love his athletic upside. Like, he's not a stiff, insane Nebraska linebacker like a Luke Reimer we've seen in the past, or like a Nick Heinrich in the past. Like, he's not stiff. He definitely has some fluid hips, like a great build on him, some great speed on him. But he's somebody who will take time to develop. If you're expecting Jase Reynolds to come in here and play in the first 2 years, it's just not going to happen, right? But I definitely see Nebraska's vision with him. They're going to sit him, they're going to stash him. They're going to teach him under Rob Dvorak and Phil Simpson. And then hopefully, again, going into year 3, going into year 4, he can be one of the more productive players on Nebraska's roster at that middle linebacker spot. Hopefully, that's what they're recruiting him to play. So overall, not bad. I see the upside, but again, obviously not a player who's going to really make an impact right away. So Jase Reynolds, let me know your thoughts down below. I absolutely want to hear what you say. Take 2 seconds. Let me know in the comment section. Hey, if you made this far in the video, hit that like button and subscribe. As always, folks, go Met Roll, and I'll see you in the next one.